Potent Pondering, I'm back with another video. Come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, all that. I hope y'all all doing well. Listen, let me take this off. It's Monday. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to come do a quick video. Y'all know it's updates with Diddy. 6 new lawsuits have been filed against Diddy. Though I want to know what y'all think about this. I don't think Diddy is ever going to get out. Now, his lawyers did respond to this. I do want to just read an article that came from TMZ. So they're alleging that he did something nasty to somebody, to a guy in Macy's, and something to a 16-year-old and all of that. So listen, let's just get straight into it. At least a half new dozen lawsuits were filed Monday against musician, producer Sean Diddy Combs, accusing of sexual assault against men, women, and a 16-year-old boy. Wow, Diddy. Yo. And then listen, everybody in these suits are remaining as Jane Doe. I mean, can I file a claim? They remain in Jane Doe. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, so the suits were filed anonymously by John Doe and Jane Doe plaintiffs in federal court in the Southern District of New York. The lawsuits range in allegations in some instances, including capital R word, RAPE, assault, intimate assault, and drugging of drinks. At least 2 of them were alleged assaults took place in Combs' white parties during the 1998 to 2006. All plaintiffs are seeking compensatory and punitive damages, but wow. Okay. All right. So the Combs legal team, you know, they responded to the felonious. They said that the story was erroneous. Even though it's cheesy, they wondering what a baloney is. Ooh, that was nice, right? So you know that he's the law firm in Houston, Texas, the Tony Busby, Houston, Texas, where they used to talking reckless. So, the latest lawsuits are a part of what is expected wave of litigation against Combs by Houston-based attorney Tony Busby and the co-counsel Andrew Van Arsdale, who previously were representing at least 120 alleged victims of Combs, including minors. So that's crazy. Listen, man, and they wondering why Diddy he's striking out when he going to get bail, because they know what's on his tail. So listen, so Combs' legal team responded, said Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts that their legal defenses and the integrity of the judicial process. Combs' attorneys told CNN in a statement, "In court, the truth will prevail. Mr. Combs has never intimately assaulted anyone, adult, minor, man, or woman." Now listen, I hope he didn't do it to no minor, because I got my own little feelings that, you know, certain charges were being brought up against Justin. And what about Quincy? I know that some may think that I'm wrong, but something is going on there, I personally believe. And I just also want to say this too, when everything came out with R. Kelly in that situation where he came out and his daughter was accusing him of whatever, right? I believe with these devils like Diddy and R. Kelly, right? I believe that there's an abuse of power, and what happens is typically with people who intimately sexually assault people, there's an abuse of power. But the thing is, you'll never know their original victims. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for R. Kelly to do that to his daughter, who else did Diddy do this to that was close to him? He did it to, it seemed like he did it a lot to, you know, he abused Cassie, intimately had her in freak offs and all of that. You know, what did he do to his son? And I don't care what you comment and try to make me feel bad by it. This is my own personal opinion. This is alleged. It's not fact. So anyway, prior to Monday, Combs was already facing multiple civil lawsuits accusing him of a range of intimate misconduct and other illegal activity. He previously denied those allegations. Alleged incidents in white party. So this is about the white party and the 16-year-old. So listen to this. And one claim, Combs is alleged to have assaulted a 16-year-old male at a white party in the Hamptons in 1998. The claims state that Combs instructed John Doe to drop his pants and expose himself, explaining that it was a rite of passage and the route to becoming a star, and also a way to prove himself. So listen, he trying to trick dudes out of the booty too. So what did he make him drop his pants for? Do you want to blow him? Like, try to get to know him? Put him on the track and try to flow him? Like, why are you trying to listen? Ooh, this is crazy. The accuser said that he eventually recognized Combs sexually insulted him and through his power of influence over John Doe because he knew that John Doe wanted to become a star. All right. A second John Doe filed a lawsuit against Combs, alleging that he was assaulted while working as a security guard at an all-white party thrown by Combs in 2006. Doe alleges that Combs gave him two alcoholic drinks laced with D-rugs. Wow. This day on that Cardi B. So this is where she learned this from. Wow. Before he was forced inside of a van and intimately assaulted by Combs. Doe states that in the complaint that he left the party and told his boss what happened. All right. So now we move on to Macy's. This is where a Macy's worker said that Combs allegedly assaulted them there. And the third lawsuit against Combs, the businesses and the retailer Macy's, John Doe claims that he was hit. He was hit and intimately assaulted when he ran into Combs and his two bodyguards inside of a stock room at the chain's flagship department store in New York in 2008. Oh, I went to the flagship Macy's store. Have you ever been there in New York City? If you're from New York, let me know if you ever been to the flagship store in Manhattan, right? So Combs approached the plaintiff while plaintiff was still on his hands and knees. According to the lawsuit, when Combs forced him to perform oral sex. Wow, he just take that. This is not funny. You know that I'm just a person who puts lyrics and I think my mind is just a little different. So I'm not trying to be facetious or anything. But it's like, if these allegations are true, this man, we already know he a demon. He a demon devil on a whole nother level. After he finished, Combs threw the plaintiff's head aside and said words to the effect of "shut up" or I kill you, according to the lawsuit. Doe said that he reported the alleged assault to Macy's security, who he alleges did not investigate. 3 weeks after the alleged assault, Doe claims that Macy's pressured executives to fire him because the retailer was signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Sean John Clothing. So, ooh, that could be a huge lawsuit for Macy's. Ooh, that's just, listen, that's crazy. The maintenance people is here. Why they here so late? All right. So Doe is seeking compensatory and punitive damages. CNN reached out to Macy's for a comment. You know they're going to comment on this. 2 allegations of capital RAPE. And another complaint, a 19-year-old college student identified as Jane Doe said that she and a female friend were invited to a photo shoot in an executive after party at Combs Hotel in 2004. According to the complaint, Combs became more aggressive and ordered Miss Doe's friend to perform oral sex on him before they will both be capital KILLED. Yo, listen, let me just tell you this, right? I want you to listen. This is open. I want to know how you feel. Do you think that these allegations are true across the board? Like, they said that Diddy's lawyer said that this law firm just files erroneous claims all the time. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I know that this is the same law firm that represented the people in the Travis Scott case as well, right? Another female plaintiff alleges after meeting Combs in a music video after party in 1995, he unexpectedly began kissing her, feeling uncomfortable and confused. Plaintiff asked him to slow down, believing that they were there to talk. The suit states, instead, Combs advanced aggressively. When Jane Doe attempted to pull away, Combs violently struck her, slamming her head against the wall and causing her to fall to the floor, and he capital RAPED'd her, according to the suit. Wow. So I think this is the last one. Alleged assault by Combs and at least 2 other men. So one of the complaints from John Doe states that in 2021, he attended a party in Combs' residence in New York where he was served and consumed 1 alcoholic beverage. The effects of the drink were immediate and overwhelming, the complaint states. Doe states that he became disoriented and attempted to remove himself from the situation. He next remembered being in a bedroom, and despite being vaguely aware of his surroundings, he could not move, speak, or fight back. Wow. Plaintiff was paralyzed, feeling as if he was trapped in his own body. The complaint states he distinctly recalls seeing Combs above him naked at one point during the assault. So he sees Combs above him naked while he's laying catatonic, drugged up. Wow, they on a Cardi B. During the time the plaintiff said that he was sodomized. Wow. Wow. Listen, I want to say this. Doing the butt, sex is sex. Like, Diddy, you got enough money. Why you can't do the butt with people who want to do the butt with you? Why you got to derug them and put them in some sort of situation? Like, I think, you know what? That's the end of the story, but I just want to say this. Diddy and all of these people who being exposed, they come from a day like our days in the 90s. You never thought that this internet shit would take it this far. You never thought it would take it this far where you could be exposed. Everything back in the 90s is like get swept under the rug. If it's any type of like rumblings of any issues, you can pay it off or whatever. That's what I truly believe. These people is not used to being exposed like this. So listen, I want your thoughts below. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about all of this. What do you think about these allegations being filed on Diddy? Like, do you believe that, that they have merit to the claims? Like, let me know what you feel about all of this, right? So listen, the next thing I want to move on to, I'm going to talk about Chris Brown going to South Africa. So Chris Brown, you know that they said that he sold major tickets out there. Like, what was it? Like a tune of like 90,000 up to 100,000 tickets in the stadium. Well, listen, the people of South Africa have started this whole, what is the thing that they signed? They signed a petition because they're saying that they don't want him out there be based off of like what happened to Rihanna back in 2009. I'm trying to move over because every time I park over here, it's like this little bar in my face. Pause. But anyway, so yeah. So Chris Brown is seemingly responds to South African concert facing backlash over his violent past after a petition to ban him gets 28,000 signatures. I'm stepping on shit. So Chris Brown posted that he's stepping on shit. So neighbors, Chris Brown is scheduled to perform in South Africa this December, but the women's right group called Women for a Change is asking for him to be banned from the country. They stated that they started a petition on October 2nd and it has over 28,000 signatures. The group wants to stop Brown from performing because of his past history of abuse. Now, I want to tell you this, right? As a woman, as a man who has women in my family, I love the women in my family, my friends, and all of that. I understand people. Like, listen, you have to realize it's over. So 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We're talking about 15 years later. All right. Chris Brown, he already gets blackballed in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? He went over there and he sold out an arena almost 100,000 tickets. Let the man do him. You got 28,000 signatures. So you trying to ruin some, you know what I'm saying? I want to tell you this, right? Feel how you feel. If you don't want to support Chris Brown, don't support him. I'm not saying this from a place of saying I'm not a big, huge Chris Brown fan. I don't stream him like, and I'm not saying that I don't stream him because based off of what's going on with Rihanna, but Rihanna seems like she's at peace with the situation. I'm pretty sure maybe she's, still thinks about it here and there, but you have to allow people to move on. Rihanna has moved on. She has her 2 kids. She's with her man. Let Chris Brown move on. That's how I personally feel about it. So as you know, in 2009, he pleaded guilty to assaulting Rihanna and sentenced to probation and community service. Women for Change argues that allowing Brown to perform at South Africa is a bad message, especially since the country has a high rate of violence against women. The petition also points out that his concert is scheduled just after the global observance of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, which they say makes his performance even more upsetting. So Sabrina Walter, the group's director, said that she was shocked and disappointed when she heard that Brown was coming to South Africa. She believes his performance sends the wrong message that fame can cover up past actions. Despite the petition, Brown's first show sold out quickly and the second concert was added. His 2 South African shows are set for December 14th and 15th. Let me know how you feel. I understand when she puts that in context in regards to like those days that they're the dates that they're, what did she say it was? It was some sort of date that they're celebrating 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. I understand all of that, right? But you have to let a person move on with their life. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. I think Chris Brown, he's been blackballed in so many other ways from, people feel Rock Nation, Jay-Z did it as well. You got to just let a person, just let them move on. That's how I personally feel. Just let them move on. I want to bring this up too and talk about this. How many more minutes? I got 10 minutes left. So listen, DJ Mustard, he went through a divorce with his wife, right? And I seen this posted on the Shade Room. I'm sorry, on the Neighborhood Talk. So it said DJ Mustard keeps luxury cars and homes while his ex-wife Chanel Theory will receive a $315,000 spousal support payment and $24,500 monthly child support in a divorce settlement. What do you think about that? It seems as though she has her own business going on as well. So 24,000 and she got 3 little kids. So listen, she better make that money. She better invest that money. You know what I'm saying? So listen, so the court documents obtained by TMZ, it appears that Mustard will keep all of his luxurious things he made off with homes, and Similar Valley, Chatsworth, and Los Angeles, a 2022 Maybach, a 2018 Lamborghini Aventador, a 2022 Cadillac Escalade, and a 2018 2018 Labrador Aventador. wait. I'm sorry. And a 2022 Rolls-Royce Cullinan and a 2019 Lamborghini Urus, plus a 1960 Chevy Impala, 4 different motorcycles, Sea-Doo jet skis, whatever, right? So I'm pretty sure they hashed this out in court, and he decided to keep his vehicles. So now in Chanel's favor, she'll get a one-time payment of spousal support for $315,000. Somebody let me know in the comments, is spousal support taxed? I want to know how will that be straight cash? So she'll get $315,000 in spousal support, $24,500 a month in child support. Ooh, she better stack. Listen, flip that into the business. I know they said that she has a business and all of that too. For child support, the former couple will share joint custody of their 3 minor children. That's dope. That even though they have joint custody, he's still gonna pay child support. Because some people will fight you to that to be like, no, the kids are gonna be half with me, half with you. So that's good that he's still, she's getting that. So they have 3 minor children. Mustard is also giving Chanel an equalization payment of $275,000 supposedly to balance things. She also keeps her loungewear company, Sleepover, and her Tesla. So that's good for her. It sounds like, she's going to be caked up depending on what type of lifestyle that she has. And I'm pretty sure that he will be contributing to his kids' lifestyle, I hope. The two were married for almost 2 years, but were together since they were 19 before fame. Ooh. Those relationships hurt the most when people are together before the fame and then they get in the industry and they feel like the industry ruined it. I mean, Nicki Minaj spoke on that. She felt as though that with her and Safari, when they were together, that the industry ruined it ruined their relationship. She said if she wasn't in the industry, they probably would have been married. She probably would have been a lawyer with kids or something like that. So yeah, this is, let me know what you think about that with DJ Mustard. The last thing I want to move on to is Kamala. Now, Kamala Harris is facing a lot of backlash. And I just want to tell you this, right? I want to tell you this. When it comes to this whole presidential election or whatever, right? I'm unsure. Let me just tell you my reasoning. I'm 100% unsure on Kamala Harris because I feel like I don't know what she's saying, if she's just pandering at this point, if it's just some sort of trick bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But also, I feel like I can't support Trump because I can't vote for a person that, white supremacists vote for, racists and all of that. Those are all of the people. Now, I understand some of Trump's policy and I understand Kamala as well, but I just feel like Kamala, I don't know. I just feel like I can't stand behind any of them. So I'm probably going to be going for like a Cornel West or somebody. I think I'm going to vote independent this year, to be honest with you. I just think that I am. So anyway, Kamala, she came out. It was an article. So Kamala Harris proposes 1 million forgivable loans to black entrepreneurs as Trump makes inroads. So Vice President Kamala has unveiled an opportunity agenda plan for black men, which includes a proposal for forgivable loans up to $20,000 for black entrepreneurs. That's good. Listen. What about the SBA who deny us and send us on the runaround and all that when we try to get money, to open up businesses, all that? $20,000 unforgivable. Listen, depending on what type of business you try to open up, $20,000 is not enough. She also pledged to support federal marijuana legalization, a big step beyond Biden's administration's current stance. What do marijuana got to do with black men? What do it got to do with us? Like that, listen, I don't smoke weed. I want my money. Let's talk about reparations. Let's talk about the sum of $36 to $76 trillion. Let's talk about that. I don't want to talk about no marijuana legalization. Me personally, as a person, I don't think marijuana should be legalized. I don't. When I was home in New York, I smelled it everywhere and it made me sick. I'm not one of, listen, I don't have nothing against people who smoke weed, but that's just not something that I partake in, right? Harris crypto plans will make sure that owners and investors of digital assets benefits from a regulatory framework so that black men and others participate in the market as protected. Are protected, her campaign said. It just seems like pandering at this point. Like, why did you have to make this out to black men? Because she sees what's going on Twitter. Now, I'm not a part of that. I don't tear down Kamala and all of that. I just have my own views. I just personally feel like I can't vote for Trump. I can't vote for Kamala either. Not saying that I'm not, listen, I'm not sold on Kamala, just to be fair, right? I really think that this year I'm voting independent. I personally feel like I'm voting independent. I am. I just don't, I can't vote for Trump. Kamala, I feel like she's pandering. Now all of a sudden you come out and there's these headlines about black men pandering. So listen, Trump has something to say to Kamala. Let me get up out of here. I got 5 minutes left on I have 5 minutes left on my memory card. So Trump came out and he slammed Kamala. So he said, I believe it is very important that Kamala Harris pass a test on cognitive stamina and agility. Her actions have led many to believe that there could be something very wrong with her. Even 60 Minutes and CBS in order and even 60 Minutes and CBS, in order to protect lying Kamala, illegally and unscrupulously replaced an answer she had given, which is totally bonkers, with another answer that had nothing to do with the question asked. Also, she is slow and lethargic in answering even the easiest of the questions. We just went through almost 4 years of that. We shouldn't have to do it again. I hate Kamala, the way Kamala talks and all of that too. I hate it. I just completely hate it. Listen, let me know what your stance is on this whole presidential election coming up. How do you feel? Do you understand how I feel? Like, I'm not sold on Kamala, and I don't have to get in front of the camera and lie to you. Now, I do understand Trump and his policies and certain things. I understand policies across the board from both angles, but I'm just not sold on either one of them. And I feel like at this point, I'm going to vote independent. I'm just going to. Cornel West, I need to look into him a little bit more. He's a black man that's running for independent. I need to look into that a little more, educate myself. So then by the end of the month, I can decide whether am I going to, go to Cornell or am I going to veer to Kamala? Because I can't vote for Trump. And I'm sorry if I know it's a lot of Trump supporters. I understand the reasons why y'all want to vote for Trump. You feel like the economy was better under Trump. You want to get the immigrants out of the country. You feel like they're draining resources, the rise in crime and all of that too. Kamala needs an economic plan. She needs an economic plan. She needs a plan against police brutality, and also the criminal justice system. We need that. We need to talk more serious things as it pertains to the black community, and not just making all these headlines over black men, because it's pandering. Because what's going on Twitter. It's huge. It's a lot of people are not feeling Kamala. I don't fit into that box of people. I'm not saying that I'm better than them or anything like that. I just can't vote for Trump. I can't go to the polls and vote for Trump, even though I understand the ways that he feel. So listen, potent, pondering, never pandering. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, thumbs up the video, support the channel. The Cash App is in the description. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that y'all all doing well. I'm going to upload this probably in the morning because it's already past 11. So I'm going to get it edited and uploaded. I'm probably going to go live in the morning. So yeah, y'all be blessed. Peace.